Before we jump in, do me a quick favor. If you enjoy practical survival knowledge that doesn't require a trust fund, secret suppliers, or fantasy gear, subscribe to the channel and hit like. It helps Strange History keep digging up useful, no-nonsense content that actually works in the real world. Now let's get into something surprisingly effective and, well, a little fun. There's a strange idea in survival culture that if gear doesn't come from a specialty outfitter or cost 3 figures, it must be useless. But history says the opposite. Most people who survived outdoors did so with common objects, improvised systems, and tools meant for ordinary life. WallMart is not a survival store, but it is a supply hub full of items that quietly solve real problems. The key is knowing what to grab and why. Fishing gear is the most underestimated food system you can buy for pocket change. If I could only choose one WallMart item for outdoor survival, it would be basic fishing gear. A simple rod and reel is nice, but the real power lies in a small tackle kit. Hooks, line, sinkers and bobbers weigh almost nothing and create a renewable food system. Unlike hunting, fishing works while you do other tasks. Set a line, build shelter, check traps, and come back to protein. From a survival standpoint, fishing offers calories, fat, and morale with minimal energy expenditure. You can also repurpose fishing line for sewing, shelter lashing, gear repair, and even first aid splints. A single small tackle kit can quietly outperform most survival gadgets people obsess over. A cheap tarp solves more problems than most tents ever will. WallMart tarps are not glamorous, but they are brutally effective. Shelter, rain catchment, ground insulation, windbreak, signal panel, gear cover, and stretcher all come from the same sheet of plastic. Contractor trash bags are survival multi-tools hiding in plain sight. Heavy-duty trash bags are, honestly, one of the most absurdly useful items you can carry. They function as waterproof liners, emergency ponchos, vapor barriers, food storage, water collection devices, and even improvised flotation. Fill one with leaves and you have insulation. Fill one with air and you have a buoy. In wet or cold environments, vapor control matters more than warmth alone, and trash bags, well, they really excel at that. Survival is often about controlling moisture, and honestly, few items do it as efficiently for the size and price. Cotton bandanas and cheap towels, believe it or not, outperform many so-called tactical cloth items. Bandanas and basic towels serve as filters, pre-filters, head coverings, slings, tourniquets, pot holders, sweat management, and signaling cloths. Cotton absorbs, breathes, and can be sterilized by boiling. Microfiber dries fast, but, it melts near fire and doesn't tolerate abuse well. Historically, cloth was a critical survival tool because it adapted to countless tasks. A few dollars spent here gives you versatility that expensive gear rarely matches. A basic first aid kit, honestly, beats specialized survival medicine fantasies. WallMart first aid kits are not dramatic, but they address the injuries that actually end survival scenarios: cuts, infections, burns, blisters, and minor trauma. Antibiotic ointment, gauze, tape, and antiseptic wipes prevent small problems from becoming evacuation-level disasters. Survival isn't about heroic injuries. It's about avoiding slow failure. Pairing a basic kit with knowledge multiplies its value far beyond its cost. Paracord is popular, but, utility cord is often more honest. WallMart utility cord doesn't look impressive, but it handles shelter building, gear hanging, repairs and hauling just fine. The obsession with paracord ignores the reality that cordage is consumable. It gets cut, burned, frayed, and shortened. Cheap cord you're willing to use freely often beats expensive cord you're afraid to sacrifice. Historically, people used cord constantly and replaced it often. Survival cordage should be abundant, not precious. A stainless steel water bottle is, well, Boring and unbeatable. Plastic bottles are light, but they can't be placed near fire. A basic stainless steel bottle allows you to carry water, boil it, heat it, and sterilize it without extra containers. Water kills more people through contamination than dehydration. Being able to purify water directly is not optional in outdoor survival. This is one of the few modern items that truly earns its place through function, not branding. Every item here shares the same traits: versatility, repairability, and independence from fragile systems. None require batteries, none depend on perfect conditions, none assume rescue. That's why they work. Survival isn't about impressing anyone. It's about quietly solving problems with what's available. WallMart items help you survive outdoors not because they're special, but because survival itself is not special. It's practical, repetitive, and grounded in systems that keep working when comfort disappears. If you found this useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who thinks survival starts and ends with expensive gear. Strange history is about what actually works, and this is only the beginning.